What if the only thing standing between you and everything you want is a lie you've believed for years? A lie that said you're not good enough, not ready, not capable, that you need to wait, that you need to be chosen. But deep down, haven't you always felt it? That pull inside you, that flicker in your chest that says there's more? More to you, more to this life, more than just surviving days and shrinking in rooms where you were born to lead. You've played small for too long, smiled when you wanted to scream, lowered your voice to be liked, doubted yourself while others with half your strength stood tall and took what they wanted, and now you're tired. Tired of watching, tired of waiting, tired of asking for permission to become who you already are. So here's the truth. You don't become the best by waiting to feel ready. You become the best by deciding you already are, by showing up with the weight of that belief in your chest, by walking into every room like the ground owes you space, because it does. You don't need another sign. You don't need someone to tell you it's time. You don't need more proof. What you need is to remember who the hell you are and to act like it. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Now, because the world isn't kind to the quiet, it doesn't reward hesitation. It moves for the ones who move like they matter. And if you stay with me, if you hold that fire just a little longer, you'll see what happens when you stop asking and start becoming. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't made to follow. That pressure in your chest, that ache in your gut, it's not anxiety. It's your potential begging to be unleashed. You feel restless because you were never meant to settle. And deep down, you know it. That job, that routine, those shallow conversations, they're not enough. Not for a soul like yours. You crave something real, something that shakes you, something that forces the world to remember your name. But let's be honest, you've been playing it safe. You've been pretending to be smaller, quieter, less, because it was easier, because it kept people comfortable, because you thought staying humble meant hiding your power. But there's nothing noble about denying your greatness. There's no honor in dimming your light just to fit into a room that was never built for your brilliance. You don't get another life. This is it. And every second you doubt yourself, every time you hesitate, you're stealing from the future that could have been yours. That version of you, the one who dominates, who leads, who wins, they're not in some distant tomorrow. They're waiting for you to show up right now. So ask yourself this. How much longer will you pretend you don't have what it takes? How much longer will you let fear dictate your story? You've already lost enough time. You've already spent too many nights wondering what it would feel like to finally own your life. Stop wondering. Start becoming. No more excuses. No more waiting for a perfect moment. This is the moment. And if you're still breathing, you still have time to rewrite everything. But only if you stop hesitating and start walking like the crown is already yours. No one is coming to save you. No one's handing you confidence. No one's giving you permission to rise. That's your job. And the truth is brutal. If you don't claim your place, someone weaker will take it and wear it like they earned it. You think greatness waits around for the worthy? It doesn't. It bows to the bold, to the ones who show up with fire in their chest and no plan to fail. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to refuse to quit. People will doubt you. Let them. People will laugh. Let them. They'll try to pull you back because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Because when you rise, you remind them that they stayed small. You were never meant to live in their shadows. And you owe no one an apology for chasing what's yours. You're not too late. You're just waking up to the truth that everything you've been waiting for, the confidence, the clarity, the power, it's already inside you, buried beneath layers of hesitation, fear, and lies. But now it's breaking through, and once it does, there's no going back. You can't unsee your strength. You can't unfeel your fire. You either own it, or you spend the rest of your life running from it. So stand up, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, relentlessly. Act like you are the best, because you'll never rise higher than the identity you choose to wear. And if you choose anything less than the best, that's exactly what the world will hand you. Your life is waiting on your decision. Your future is watching your next move. Make it loud. Make it clear. Make it final. Every second you hesitate, someone else is taking what could have been yours. Not because they're better, but because they moved, because they didn't wait for perfection, because they believed before the world believed in them. That's the difference. Belief, not talent, not background, not luck. The ones who win aren't always the most skilled. They're the ones who act like they've already won, who walk with the certainty of someone who refuses to be ignored. And that's your shift. You've spent too long asking for approval, too long trying to fit into spaces you were meant to dominate, too long watching others live a life that you dreamed first. Now it's your turn, not to compete, to own. You were built for pressure. You were made for moments like this. Everything you've been through, it didn't break you. It built you. Now the world needs to see who you became in the dark. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them watch. Because you're about to show them what happens when belief becomes a weapon. When confidence becomes a lifestyle. When a person finally stops waiting and starts taking, no more shrinking. No more playing the background in a story that was written for you to lead. Act as if you are the best because you are. And when you move like it, speak like it, breathe like it, the world adjusts. It has no choice. But it all starts with one decision to never be overlooked again, to take up space like you were born to. Because you were. This world only respects what you demand, not what you deserve. And you don't get what you're worth. You get what you fight for, what you claim like it already belongs to you. Because the truth is, no one sees your potential until you shove it in their face with results they can't ignore. You think you need more time, more support, more clarity? You don't. You need conviction, unshakable, bulletproof belief, the kind that doesn't beg. It declares, the kind that doesn't look around for validation. It looks in the mirror and says, we go now. You've already been through hell. You've already survived things that should have broken you. So what's left to fear? Embarrassment? Failure? Let them come. Let them try. Because now, you're not just showing up to play. You're here to conquer. There's no safety in staying small. No peace in pretending you're not powerful. That fake comfort zone you've been living in, it's a cage. And every day you stay in it, your fire dies a little more. But you're done being quiet, done playing nice with your own potential. Now it's about domination, not over others, over your doubt, over your hesitation, over the voice that says maybe later. Later is a lie. It's now or nothing. You either rise or regret. You either move or you stay invisible. And you weren't born to be unseen. So act like it, speak like it, move like no one is better than you. Because when you do, they'll start believing it too. The way you speak to yourself becomes the way the world speaks to you. So if your inner voice is quiet, hesitant, afraid, don't be surprised when life echoes that back. But if your voice roars with certainty, if it says I belong, if it says I lead, then everything begins to shift. You've got to stop negotiating with your fear. Stop asking doubt for advice. You already know what needs to be done. You've just been stalling because comfort felt safer than power. But power doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in movement. It grows in defiance. It grows every time you choose to act like you are undeniable. People will treat you how you treat yourself. If you walk like you're replaceable, they'll replace you. If you speak like you don't matter, they won't listen. But if you own your worth like it's law, they'll follow. They'll watch. They'll wonder how you flip the switch. Here's how. You stop waiting to feel confident, and you start behaving like confidence is who you are. You move like there's no backup plan. You show up like losing is not even an option. Because it's not. You can't afford to live at 50%. Not when your name could carry weight. Not when your legacy is on the line. Not when the version of you you're meant to become is begging you to stop stalling. The clock doesn't pause while you build courage. Time is moving, and so must you. Every second you hesitate, your future slips further away. Not because you're not good enough, but because you're not acting like you are. So act like it, breathe like it, burn like it, because the world isn't waiting, and neither should you. You weren't given this vision by accident. You didn't dream that dream just to watch someone else live it. That fire inside you, it's not random. It's a signal. It's your future calling out, demanding to be claimed. And yet, you keep asking the wrong question. What if I fail? But here's the real question. What if you don't? What if you win? What if the version of you you're scared to become is the one who finally breaks the cycle, rewrites the story, and becomes everything they once feared? You don't need more signs. You don't need another pep talk. You need to look in the mirror and decide. Because indecision is the real enemy. It's disguised as logic, but it's built on fear. And fear is a liar. It will shrink your dream. It will rewrite your future in lowercase. It will bury you alive if you let it. But not you. Not now. Because something deep inside has already shifted. You're not watching this by chance. You're watching because part of you is done. Done being average. Done waiting. Done apologizing for your hunger. Let that hunger consume you. Let it guide your next move. Let it speak louder than the doubt, the past, the pain. Because greatness doesn't ask for directions. It builds the road, brick by brick, decision by decision, step by unstoppable step. You don't need a miracle. You are the miracle. Now act like the world needs to catch up to you, because it does, and it will. But only if you keep going. You've got one life, one shot, and the clock doesn't pause while you doubt yourself. Every excuse steals time. Every hesitation drains potential. Every delay costs you a piece of the greatness you were born for. No one's coming to save you. No one's handing you the crown. You either rise now, or you let the world convince you you were never meant to. That voice inside that says you're not ready, it's lying. You were ready the moment you wanted more. You were ready the first time you couldn't sleep because the dream burned too loud. You were ready when you realized you couldn't keep pretending to be okay with average. People around you may not get it. That's fine. They weren't given your vision. They don't hear the war in your chest every time you settle. They don't feel the sting of wasted time the way you do. But that pain, it's a gift. It's proof that you still care, that somewhere inside you, the fire still lives. And now it's time to let it take over. Let it burn through the lies. Let it torch the fear. Let it make you relentless. Because when you finally decide to move like no one is better than you, when you stop waiting for permission, you become unshakable, not cocky. Certain that you're done dimming your light. Certain that no one gets to define your worth but you. Certain that the best version of you isn't a fantasy. It's a choice. And you're making it now. This is the moment where everything changes. No more half-hearted effort. No more wishing for more while doing less. You're not going to watch others live the life you deserve any longer. This is your time, and it's not coming again. Every moment you waste, you sink deeper into regret. Every time you let fear win, you're trading your future for comfort. And comfort is the enemy of greatness. Greatness is born in discomfort, in risk, in taking the leap before you see the net. But once you leapt, there's no looking back. You can't keep waiting for the right circumstances. There's no perfect moment. It's now or never. If you don't seize this moment, you will always wonder what could have been, what you could have accomplished, the life you could have built, and that regret will haunt you for the rest of your life. But if you choose to rise, if you choose to act like you are the best, you will shock yourself. You will find strength you never knew you had. You will move mountains because you finally decided to. This is where your journey begins, not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, the path you've been afraid to walk, it's the only way forward, and you will walk it with the certainty of someone who knows they were born for this. No more excuses. No more waiting for approval. The world won't hand you success on a silver platter. You're going to take it. You're going to own it. And no one, nothing will stop you. You're not asking for permission anymore. You're claiming your place at the top. And you will rise because there is nothing that can stand in the way of someone who knows their worth. So get up. Move. Because the best version of you is waiting. And it's time for you to become it. You're not here by accident. This moment is no fluke. The hunger you feel, the restlessness, the dissatisfaction, it's all a sign that you are meant for more, but you have to step into it. You have to own it. You can't keep pretending like you don't have what it takes. You can't keep playing small just to fit into a world that's too afraid to see you rise. This isn't a test of your potential anymore. It's a test of your will, your decision to stop living for approval and start living for impact. The doubt you feel, it's a shadow of your greatness. And the only way to outgrow it is to act anyway, to take the leap even if the ground beneath you feels unstable. You will land. You will stand. You will conquer. You know what you're capable of, but you're holding back, waiting for the stars to align or for someone else to give you permission. Forget that. The stars will align once you start moving. And permission? You already have it right now from within. It's time to stop waiting for the world to change for you. You change. You evolve. You push yourself past what's comfortable, past what's safe, because greatness doesn't ask for permission to exist. It simply is. So take that next step, even when it's hard, even when the fear screams louder than the ambition, because the truth is, fear doesn't get to control you anymore. You do. Every single thing you've ever wanted is on the other side of your hesitation. It's waiting for you to decide, waiting for you to take action. So take it. No more holding back. No more later. No more what if. This is the moment you change your life forever. And you will rise. You will become the person you were always meant to be. But only if you stop doubting and start doing. Right now,